Dear friends, greetings. It's John Dupuy from iAwake Technologies. And today we have with us Katarina Yasko. And she is a dear friend who has become more dear as we labor and fight to help the Ukrainian refugees and the soldiers and the children and the women and the families that have been broken up and the exiles and those that have been murdered. It's unbelievable what's going on, and the resistance that I've seen in you, Katarina. And Katarina's sick now. I mean, her health is, she's hanging in there, but she's become an ambassador to the cause. And you're working with people in Lithuania and the children and sending supplies into Ukraine. And all I can say is please help, because it matters. And if we don't, we'll be ashamed of ourselves for the rest of our lives. So let's pitch in, and I'm going to stop my ranting and talking and speaking my heart. And Katarina, how's it going? And what do you want us to know that's going on?
Yeah, John, again, thank you so much for your extremely active and very resilient and sustainable stance on Ukraine. You are for us a real role model of a person from the West who really gets very emotionally, practically, spiritually, at all levels involved into our common cause, because we truly believe it's a common cause. And what I would like to start from is just a short update. I'm pretty sure that people are following the news. However, I just wanted to stress your attention on Mariupol. And if you have a chance to watch the film that was issued just one day ago, I truly recommend, and I know John and Heidi will have the link. So if you could share, that would be lovely, because I just want you to be informed. Because this is the reality we have to be in touch with. This is happening right now. The second news that actually impressed us deeply and touched the very bottom of the soul of probably every Ukrainian. And it also a sign that the Russians are truly going against not only at the physical and military level, but also at the deep cultural and spiritual level. So the museum of GrigorisCavarda was destroyed. This is the main Ukrainian philosopher who has been contributing to the intellectual thought of the whole Eastern European and even Western world. In the 17th, 18th centuries. And he's a truly beautiful example of Ukrainian Baroque. And he was a poet, a musician, a philosopher, a theologian. His students opened universities, became prominent ambassadors of his beautiful second tier, actually, consciousness. So the rocket that's worth about $1 million hit the whole museum. It was a very precise attack on this small house where he's been living in Kharkiv region. So we are emotionally devastated, truly, because this is a symbol that was destroyed.
That's attacking the soul of the Ukrainian people.
Exactly. So besides all the previous initiatives that we supported, meaning the most urgent needs, which is medical, which is food, which is address personal support to people who are fleeing both through Europe or through Russia to Europe. I mean, the people from the eastern and southern parts of Ukraine. Besides that, we've created a new kind of direction for support. We are now trying to support those actors who have remained in Ukraine, who of course do not have any work because theaters do not work, like cinema doesn't work, only those shootings who are connected to news. So these actors are either fighting in the army, or also there are women and some young men who are actors and are not involved yet in the military action. So we've started a movement with the several key Ukrainian directors to stage the stories of the lives of these powerful Ukrainians who impacted the culture, so that they won't die, so that their imprint will be there in our soul. And these people, these groups of, when these performances will be made, they will be traveling all around Europe, like in Lithuania, in Poland, in Germany, in Austria, and connect Ukrainians to the Ukrainian culture. And that's one of the most urgent needs that we see now. And that's the way we already started to support financially, of course, because all they need is just some money for survival. Because the creative class is just disappearing fully because of the situation of war. So that's a short update, and I would like to express my appreciation to all the iAwake sponsors who are with us and fighting together for our common cause, as I mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you, Katerina. We love you, and we support you, and we're going to do better and do more. And we're in this for the long haul. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a war to win and a country to rebuild, and a human culture to patch up. And I think you guys are bringing out the best in us, and helping us remember what matters and why freedom matters, and why so much. I think sometimes we just forgot. And so
I also want to convey it to support you. I just really want you to all to appreciate how lucky you are. This is such a transparent belief that you do not need to fight for freedom and dignity, because your ancestors have been fighting for it, and it's just forgotten. Don't take it for granted. These are important things, and yeah, I hope that you appreciate that in some part of the world there are people who are reminding all of us about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Katerina. We love you, and give our love to Vitas and your people, okay? And we'll stay in touch, and we'll keep getting you to come back and to report to us what's going on. So thank you, and thank you everyone for listening to this.